only a Justin Bieber meltdown could adequately characterize. Swag 2, an album that sounds more like the unraveling of a man unable to leave his past than it does like polished pop. All of the lyrics are laden with regret and longing, highlighting Selena Gomez just as she is about to wed Benny Blanco. According to insiders, Justin poured his heart and soul into songs that sounded more like diary entries than chart singles while spending restless nights in the studio. His collapse was shown in front of the world in what was supposed to be a comeback project. The most obvious sign of Justin Bieber's breakdown is how Swag 2 seems to have been composed specifically for Selena Gomez. For Hailey, the lyrics read more like emotional cues directed at a former flame than love songs. He reiterates promises in I do in a desperate manner, as though attempting to convince a long-deceased person of anything. It is impossible to overlook the echoes of Selena's previous hit in Love Song, leading admirers to surmise that he purposefully connected his story to her. According to insiders, the recording was made up of late-night confessions and emotional outbursts mixed with music. Every song seems to be Justin's public breakdown, with unspoken messages for Selena to hear whether or not she wants to. The emotional breakdown of Justin Bieber was not only audible, insiders said it was evident behind the scenes. According to sources cited by TMZ, Justin was overly delicate when it came to recording sessions. Instead of leaving his mark like a self-assured star, he was negotiating confusion and heartache. Every late-night session turned into an emotional battleground. Each phrase serves as a means of processing Selena's anguish at moving on. The music was not a show, it was therapeutic. According to one producer, Justin is frightened and using verse and melody to deal with the loss that is about to happen. They claimed that these tunes weren't written with radio in mind. He documented these coping strategies and emotional lifelines so that everyone could see how he was falling apart. Fans are listening to the soundtrack to a breakdown in Swag 2. Not just music, every song serves as a means of survival for Justin as he tries to let Selena go. Not only did Justin Bieber's breakdown in Swag to cause him to rehash old wounds, it rekindled one of the most destructive rivalries in pop culture. Debates concerning Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber erupted on the internet as soon as fans began analyzing the lyrics. Some claimed it was insulting to Hailey, who was once again pulled into a maelstrom she didn't ask for, while others viewed the songs as evidence that Justin is still emotionally attached to Selena. People started speculating about Hailey's frustration, whispering that she felt crowded out when her road brand first appeared in Selena's quiet social media response to Hailey's silence was compared by fans, who saw it as a confrontation between two women who have been at odds for years. The album became a battlefield rather than a celebration, as hashtags like #TeamSelena and #TeamHailey proliferated. The timing of this feud is unique. Selena is getting ready to tie the knot. While Justin is sobbing in public, Hailey is working to establish her own identity in the workplace. Rather than bringing the three together, Swag 2 has sparked a new round of fandom feuds, leaving Hollywood speculating about who his songs were actually directed at. The Justin Bieber breakdown is no longer kept a secret in the studio. The world is watching it happen in real time. Instead of solidifying his comeback, Swag 2 revealed the flaws. The actual release rollout descended into chaos. Streaming services had delayed tracks. Waiting fans remained up. Justin even acknowledged on the internet that he was waiting just like everyone else. The appearance of control was destroyed by that single sentence. Rather than a well-executed superstar promotion, the CD came across as hurried, disorganized, and almost desperate. The drama was only intensified by the moment. Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez are getting ready to get married. Hailey Bieber is working hard to establish her road brand as a worldwide sensation. And Justin releases 23 tracks that are brimming with remorse. Fans made the connection right away, claiming that this was a call for assistance rather than a tactic. The lyrics have the sound of journal entries. The timing felt like a sabotage of both women's milestones, and the rollout appeared to be a meltdown. The release on social media started to focus more on Justin's mental health than the music. Hashtags asked if Swag 2 was therapy or an album. His studio confessions became widely shared commentary thanks to me. Fans perceived a more vulnerable aspect, while industry insiders referred to the execution as poor. A man losing it in the spotlight, Swag 2 presented Justin as weak, rather than praising his artistic abilities, demonstrating how unresolved sadness may influence every choice. What ought to have been the next phase of his career has instead turned into the most obvious indication yet that Justin Bieber's collapse is taking place in public. One line and one slip-up at a time. The emotional breakdown in Swag 2 extended beyond Justin's headphones. In full view, it flowed into the world. As they debated whether this album was art or a plea for assistance, fans exploded on many media, interpreting every line as proof of anguish. Discussions like RPop pads on Reddit referred to the project as a passion release rather than a polished pop statement. One fan wrote, "It feels like he just needed to process where he was." Others expressed dissatisfaction that the album felt hurried, like a collection of voice memo ideas stitched together, a sign of raw emotions spilling out rather than laziness. This untidy intensity was replicated by mainstream critics. The Guardian criticized Swag 2 as being overdone and undercut, highlighting sporadic moments of beauty amidst the emotional chaos. Fans' annoyance with delayed platforms was reported by Los 40, who saw the fragmented release as contributing to the collapse. Celebrities even participated. Fans' anticipation for a duet was stoked when Jungkook of BTS publicly thanked Swag, referring to Justin Hyung-neum, and sang the song Changes. Amidst the tumult, a startling indication of crossover support. As a discreet public response to the heartbreak narrative, Hailey quietly promoted the album by posting snippets of her favorite songs on Instagram. Bad Honey and I Do. Swag 2 has turned into a cultural Rorschach test through tweets, TikToks and Instagram Reels, delving into suffering, sparking memes, and revealing the flaws in the celebrity persona. What began as a private catharsis has evolved into international therapy, and Justin's public breakdown is still going strong. Fans may have had a lot to say about Justin Bieber's breakdown, but the music industry has responded far worse. Critics, producers, and executives are discreetly wondering if Justin has lost the framework that once supported his career, with songs arriving late on streaming services and promotion that seemed haphazard rather than planned. Swag 2 dropped in a chaotic manner. This isn't just careless. According to insiders, it's a warning sign. Without the direction of major management, Justin appears to be acting out of passion, which exposes his reputation and artistry. Critics have been outspoken as well. While some hailed the album's sensitivity and referred to it as unadulterated honesty, others panned it as incomplete and It was bluntly reminded by The Guardian that not everyone views emotional turbulence as creative genius, calling it overdone and Even other artists have differing opinions. While the public praised BTS's Jungkook, others have kept quiet, avoiding an album that generates more rumors than praise. According to industry rumors, Swag 2 is a risk that has the potential to either elevate or degrade Justin. If the project is successful, it will demonstrate his ability to succeed outside of Polish systems. If it doesn't work, it confirms the idea that he's disintegrating on his own. Justin's professional stability appears to be in jeopardy for the first time. One unanswered question remains after Justin Bieber's collapse. Now what? Swag 2 has fully expressed his feelings, but it also raises questions about what he will do next. Taking advantage of the huge amount of new material, many anticipate that a world tour would ensue. Insiders question whether Justin has the concentration or endurance to keep it up, though behind the music Selena's shadow is always present. Testing his marriage to Hailey, their future is clouded by the question of whether Hailey can survive another round of public comparisons. Another widely accepted hypothesis holds that Swag 2 is actually the midst of a trilogy rather than its conclusion. Some fans think Justin is preparing for Swag 3, the last episode that might either bring this tearful chapter to an end or cause things to become even more out of control. It might be his turning moment or his redemption if that occurs. Justin might also have to face reality as a result of Selena's marriage to Benny Blanco. Justin won't have any justification to sing about their history again after she formally puts an end to it. That could determine whether he enters a new phase of his life or completely leaves the spotlight. At the moment, Justin's music feels like his future. Uncertain, erratic, and incomplete. Uncertain, erratic, and incomplete.